morning. Welcome, everybody. Who's counting? But the 13th edition of the Joburg Indaba. Paula and team, thank you. Well done. Here we are, 13 years of fun for me, hard work for you. So welcome, everybody. We are trying to have robust conversations. We go light on slides. We try and engage and get people to say what they really think. And then we censor it out, obviously, afterwards. I mean, we have to. I'm so looking forward to today. I do apologize. We warned you that it will be traffic chaos. I was right. I can also tell you the gold price. It will be 4,000 later today. I'm clairvoyant that way. So the traffic I could clearly forecast. I did not forecast the queues at registration. I asked Stuart, who can I fire? Who's in charge of logistics? He said, you. So I decided to be a soft, leading, caring manager, and I reprimanded myself. Hopefully by tomorrow even it will be better. So apologies. This speaks to what confused me last night. There's a vibe. Now, I look at mining and I still think it's tough. I look at our challenges and they're still there. And somehow there's a vibe. Now, ask your kids what they mean with a vibe. Perhaps they mean something different to it, the way I use it even. But I was so pleasantly surprised at last night's gala dinner. I just sense that, perhaps we've decided to lift up our heads and tackle the challenges. Hey, as a country, we better start doing that. And as an industry, let's do that. So I'm super excited about the conversations. There's going to be no fake optimism. If somebody is fakely optimistic, I'll ask them what they smoke, what they inject. Is it legal? And then we'll get to the real issues and test. But there's a healthy place for the optimism that is such a part of the mining industry. So looking forward to those conversations. I actually prepared a speech. My gosh, I'm already bored with it, and I haven't even read it. But I am supposed to thank all our sponsors. This is by the industry, for the industry. The unique model that Paula brought in was we got the mining companies, the mining industry, to make this platform possible. And that has got a huge amount of benefit. That means that we don't have to get big. That means that we don't have to become vulgarly expensive. We don't charge you in dollars. We also, unfortunately, don't have Table Mountain in the background. So that's, I'm working on that. Okay, I'm busy with that. I'll ask DRD to move a slime stem here somewhere. So I am, this by the industry, for the industry is critically important. That is why we are where we are. And then we've got sponsors who also contribute significantly, and I want to thank you all. Welcome to the 2025 Joburg Indaba. I'm supposed to say it's great to see so many familiar faces, but more seriously, you are the people who have built, sustained, and continued to believe in South African mining. This year's theme could easily be summed up in one question. How do we keep the faith? Faith in this country and the industry, and the possibility that mining can once again be the engine of South Africa's growth and transformation. Just read the NEC plan and ask yourself if you're convinced that mining is as seriously it's been taken as seriously as it should be. So we have a big job. We have a big job to convince our government about our role and how important it is. Over the next 2 days, we'll hear from leaders grappling with issues that are both old and new. Policy uncertainty, energy constraints, infrastructure bottlenecks. Yes, those again. But also the shifting geopolitics of critical minerals, the accelerating march of technology, and the urgent need to prepare the next generation of mining leaders. We've got to remind ourselves that mining is not just about extraction. It's supposed to be about contribution. Contribution to communities, to industrialization, to employment, and hopefully to the rebuilding of trust. Trust between government and business, between workers and management, and between industry and society. We gather here not to complain, but to confront the uncomfortable truths that hold us back, and to challenge one another to act, not just analyze. Because analysis is easy, action takes courage. If we leave this Indaba with one outcome, let it be a renewed sense of shared purpose, that despite our frustrations, we are better off working together to build a mining industry that is globally competitive and nationally developmental. I channeled my inner Patrice there when I said globally competitive. So let's get to work. Let's make the next 2 days count, not just for mining, but for South Africa. A nice challenge. Let's get our backsides off the chairs and make it work. I need to introduce you to our platform. It's getting boring, eh? 13 times in a row. You know, since COVID, we were forced onto an electronic platform. Out of that came some good. So will you please take this thing, QR code, I think it's called. Point your camera at it. You can also take selfies and pretend to do this. That's okay. So you click on it. You go to Slido. Slido is a very important platform. That's how we get the 400 people in the venue, plus the 500-600 people online, all to be able to participate. We do polls. I ask you your opinion. But we also use this platform for the Q&A sessions. This is the only way in which you will be able to put your questions through to me to put to the speakers. We'll get to that. But let's practice the polls. I always start with a serious question. The future of our country depends on it. Who would you vote for in next year's Joburg election? De Gogo, the current incompetent incumbent? Clearly, before the queues outside, I was voting for Paula Mansi. But it's a tough call. I mean, so don't worry, we don't publish who you voted for. So it's tongue-in-cheek. You are very welcome. If you don't vote for Paula, you clearly don't understand. Paula's feeling dejected. I'm using this also as an IQ test. I'm seeing how many of you are awake, how many of you know how to use the platform. We have a few more than 180 people, so I can't close the poll yet. I must say the way in which we revert to the older you are, the more likely you are to become elected. I've got some political ambitions left in me. Another 20 years and I could be the President of the United States of America. Although orange is just not my color. It's just not my color. Okay, so let's close it. Don't tell the people from those other parties that the Gogo is a shoe-in, according to this audience. Okay, I want to ask you a big picture question. How confident are you in South Africa's ability to remain a globally competitive mining jurisdiction over the next decade? So we've got 20% miners here. They're very confident. And then we've got people working for mining companies, somewhat confident. And then we've got all the analysts here, not very confident at all. That's quite interesting. I was sort of sensing a more positive vibe. But then positivity always has to be grounded in reality. So very, very interesting take. Around 70% of the audience is confident to somewhat confident. Perhaps we are just captives. Perhaps we don't have a choice, Duncan. We have to believe. Okay, thank you for that. Perhaps a further question. We're going to talk. I think Paul Dunn is going to address a very, very challenging topic, growth versus transformation. So my next question is, do you believe South Africa's mining industry can achieve both strong economic growth and meaningful transformation at the same time? It's a basic yes or no question. It's okay, nobody will know. You can vote. I see the numbers are struggling, so people are scared to participate. Again, I am not surprised. As the most transformed sector of our economy, right? Look, you can laugh, Colin. That is a fact. I'm stating a fact. As the most transformed sector of the economy, including banks, Colin, I am not surprised that we think it is the art of the possible. I'm not surprised that this audience thinks it can be achieved. Of course, it's not easy. It is possible. Thank you for laughing, Colin. I like that. Oh man, I'm going to call you out a few times today. I can see we're going to have some fun here. Thank you for that. That was a very interesting one. Policy environment, final question, I promise. Which factor most limits new mining investment in South Africa today? It's the same old shopping list, but from time to time we are more frustrated. I'm not seeing a poll. Is it up? It's very early in the morning. I can shout at my tech team. It normally takes until about 10 o'clock before we do that. Thank you, Gijs and team. Which factor most limits new mining investment in South Africa today? Policy and regulatory uncertainty, infrastructure, energy, declining investor confidence. The gold price is a bit shitty. That's what the last one says. And this is really, for me personally, very, very frustrating. I mean, it is almost unbelievable that in a world where, as you'll see through the 2 days, those jurisdictions that sort out policy attracts money. I mean, this is a no-brainer. This is not hard. This should have been done 30 years ago, and 20 years ago, and 10 years ago, and soon. I mean, this is really the easy fix, if you ask me. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you very much for that. We will continue to check in with you over the 2 days. We do have a very uncomfortable habit, as Colin laughs at my statement when I think I make a factual statement. I sometimes call out somebody who I think, now you're just talking bullshit. I even upgraded my ability to a little bullshit. You guys so laughed you didn't hear. In the end it says bullshit. No, really, obviously bullshit is a concept that is relative. Like, I sincerely believe in the fact that the mining industry is the most transformed sector of our economy. Colin clearly thinks it's bullshit, and that is fine. And that is exactly how we want to engage with each other. Not crudely, but by challenging each other, by saying, I hear you, but that's not how I see it. And so we do check in. You know, Anglo is a big sponsor, so I'm not comfortable to do it with Duncan. But, you know, I mean, somewhere, you know, I want to be able to say, Duncan, I don't think the audience agrees with what you've just said. Let's check in with the audience. And we call it, because the Eskom chair, Mr. Tetu called me out and said, well, your BS parameter, BS is also your initials. So we changed it from BS for bullshitter to ZBS. So it's now the zero bullshit parameter. So we will check in from time to time and just see whether the audience agrees. I mean, Wishlat is going to claim that coal is green. We're going to check in with the audience, you know. So Wishlat, get your team to vote. Huh? So please take it in the way it's meant. It's to create a platform where we have good conversations. If you've got a thin skin, I don't know what the hell you're doing in mining. How did you survive so long?